Did you know 1 in 3 falls among older adults happens because they try to keep up with younger people without understanding what their body needs? Comparison, it's an easy trap to fall into, especially when the body begins to change. Our bones and joints start making themselves known, subtly yet distinctly. But did you know there are things that only when we age we truly understand and appreciate? When we're young, we rush, exercising for looks, for achievements. Now we exercise gently to live long and healthily. No longer competing, no longer forcing ourselves. Rather, it's about listening, adjusting, and resting when needed. Life after 60 isn't about chasing anyone. It's about returning to ourselves and caring for our bodies gently. In today's video, I'll share 5 reasons why life, particularly our bone and joint health, can actually improve as we age. If you've ever felt left behind by the younger generation, stick with me until the end, because you might just be in a wonderful phase, and a small shift in perspective can make all the difference. Let's dive in, and as you tune into your body more, you'll grasp something crucial that youth often misses: listening to your body and resting when it's time. It's not old age that gets many people. It's not knowing when to simply stop and breathe. Many people over 60 still carry their youthful mindset. A little more, it's okay. They walk too long, exercise too much, garden for hours without resting, thinking rest is lazy, weak, or starting to decline. But the truth is, the older one gets, the slower the body's ability to recover becomes. If not resting at the right time, their musculoskeletal system gets silently overloaded, leading to prolonged pain, arthritis, or even injury. Meanwhile, stopping for a moment, just to sit down, breathe deeply, and listen to the body, is actually the smartest, strongest thing to do. According to the Arthritis Foundation, people over 60 need to pay attention to small signs like dull pain, muscle tightness, or mild numbness after exercise, as that could be a sign from tired joints. Resting at the right time helps limit inflammation, reduce connective tissue damage, and improve their ability to recover. This is not weakness, but a vital skill to maintain healthy bones and joints in the long run. Carol, 74, from Arizona, was once determined to hit 10,000 steps daily, tracking it on her smartwatch. Once she pushed on without resting at the right time, leading to a sprained knee. After that incident, she learned to rest when feeling tired, even if only halfway. She said, "Now I walk less, but I feel better." Meanwhile, Neil, 77, from Chicago, always prided himself on never resting midway. But then he developed chronic back pain, all because he didn't know when to simply stop, sit, and breathe. If you continue to ignore the silent voice from your body, the price could be months of joint treatment, persistent pain, or temporary loss of mobility. Something as small as resting when needed can help you avoid a string of otherwise unnecessary, tiring days. In every physical activity, be it walking, gardening, or light exercise, try stopping every 15-20 minutes to check in with your body. If you feel pain, numbness, or unusual fatigue, don't push it. Rest a few minutes, sip some water, stretch gently. That's how you let your joints breathe and your mind find peace. Resting at the right time does not make you weaker. It shows you understand yourself better. And at this age, what is more precious than a body that knows how to self-regulate and a mind that practices self-compassion? And once you've learned to pause and breathe, you'll also realize something else vital. Your body doesn't need a lot, just consistency, gentleness, and what's appropriate for it. A 75-year-old isn't undone by lack of exercise, but by overexerting to prove they aren't old yet. Some people over 60 still have that competitive mindset from their youth or with younger people around them. They try to exercise a lot, go far, lift heavy, as if proving, "I'm still strong, I'm not old yet." But this unintentionally creates pressure, turning exercise into an invisible race. They forget that their body now doesn't need performance milestones, but rather gentle, intelligent care more than ever. According to the CDC, Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, older adults should aim for light to moderate intensity exercise. And what matters isn't quantity, but consistency and suitability. Pressure to train like their younger self can lead to muscle and joint injuries, causing them to give up exercise entirely when expectations aren't met. Conversely, exercising slowly within one's capacity helps the body recover better, keeps joints more flexible, and lightens the spirit. Raymond, 78, from Michigan, used to log every run, every minute trained, comparing himself to younger folks in his gym class. But he ended up with a strained tendon from pushing too hard. After that, he switched to morning walks, listening to birds, no watch. The result? He felt better, had less pain, and his mornings became a delightful part of his day. Conversely, Lisa, 75, from San Francisco, once felt ashamed she couldn't train as hard as before. This self-consciousness made her stop exercising, until her doctor advised, just moving gently each day is good enough. And she started again, her own way. If you keep living in the shadow of past achievements, you'll stay tired, disappointed, and likely to quit. Every time you push too hard to match someone, you're pushing your joints closer to their limit. Whereas, if you just release that pressure, your body will rejuvenate more gently than you think. Instead of aiming for how far to go, how long to train, ask yourself, how do I feel after this session? Choose activities like slow strolls, gentle yoga, muscle stretches, or relaxing bike rides. Exercise because you love your body, not to prove you're the same as you once were. At this age, you don't need to best anyone. Just be a little better than your yesterday self. And if today you got out there, moved with gentleness and self-love, you're already a winner. And it's precisely when you stop competing that your body truly gets a chance to recover. Nobody dies from tired legs, but many end up immobilized from not giving their legs timely rest. When we're young, most of us ignore aches and fatigue, thinking a night's rest will fix it. But after 60, the body doesn't bounce back as quickly. Every minor pain, if dismissed, can build into a chronic condition. Still, many older adults feel they lack free time for self-care, busy with family, busy with life's worries. They don't realize, at this age, they are the ones who deserve priority. And their bones and joints, which have silently endured a lifetime, need gentle, consistent attention. According to the American Academy of Orthopedic Surgeons, AAOS, after 60, bone density tends to decrease and joint cartilage wears more easily. Proactive recovery through physical therapy, stretching, nutrition, and rest helps slow degeneration and reduce the risk of falls and fractures. Time is a key element in recovery, and older adults have this precious advantage if they use it wisely. Norma, 80, from Oregon, after a slip, spent 3 months on morning rehabilitation exercises. No rushing, no forcing it. She recounted, I thought I was training to go to the market again, but it turned out I was training to live again. Conversely, Walter, 76, from New Jersey, ignored mild back pain, avoiding treatment because he didn't want to bother anyone. 6 months later, he needed surgery for a herniated disc, something preventable had he given his body a little time earlier. If you don't make time for recovery, your body will reclaim it by forcing you to stop, through pain, falls, or extended hospital stays. And the most heartbreaking part isn't losing mobility, but knowing it was avoidable, with earlier listening and care. Dedicate at least 15 to 30 minutes daily to gentle stretches, joint rotations, massaging sore areas, or simply sitting, deep breathing, and relaxing your body. If possible, ask a physical therapist about suitable recovery exercises. Most importantly, treat that time as your golden hour. Nobody has the right to take it from you. When you give your joints time to recover, you're writing a new chapter, not with achievements, but with kindness to yourself. And at this age, that's how you continue living, more steadily, lightly, and profoundly than ever. And once you've started dedicating time for your body to rest and recover, the next step is choosing the right way to exercise again. Not every exercise makes you healthier. Some can even lead to permanently losing your ability to walk. Many think exercise is exercise. What's the difference? They see young people running, so they run. They see neighbors lifting weights, so they try it too. But the body after 60 has changed. Joints are more vulnerable. Muscles recover slower. balance is weaker. If you just follow popular exercises without considering suitability, it's easy to get injured, suffer persistent pain, or become discouraged. Sadly, when problems arise, many stop exercising altogether rather than adjusting, and they lose the chance to live actively and healthily. According to the Mayo Clinic, older adults should prioritize exercises that boost balance, flexibility, and light endurance like slow walking, senior-friendly yoga, swimming, or indoor cycling. Age-appropriate exercise not only keeps joints flexible, but also improves cardiovascular health, reduces fall risk, and boosts mental well-being. Joan, 77, from Colorado, once took a high-intensity weightlifting class to keep up with her grandchild. After a few weeks, her shoulder pain was constant. After seeing a specialist, she switched to chair yoga and light walking, and she said, "I no longer feel tired, I feel genuinely healthy." Conversely, Chuck, 81, from Ohio, used to laugh at the mention of senior exercises. But after a fall in the bathroom, he realized suitable exercise isn't about being light. It's about what keeps you steady the longest. If you exercise the wrong way, with the wrong routine, you not only risk injury, but can also lose confidence in the desire to move. When an exercise feels too hard, you'll stop. And if you stop too long, you'll lose the health you had. Every joint needs to move correctly, not forcefully, but consistently and safely. Consult your doctor or a physical therapist about exercises suited to your age, condition, and health issues. Start with gentle, controlled movements like seated leg extensions, heel raises, wrist circles, deep breathing. And remember, feeling good after exercise matters more than how many minutes you logged. Exercise at this age isn't about beating anyone. It's about living healthily, independently, and fully each day. And when you choose exercises right for you, you're sending a loving message to every joint that's quietly supported you for years. And once you've chosen the right exercises for yourself, you'll also realize something crucial, that health isn't about physique or measurements. It's about whether you can stand up, walk, and care for yourself daily. Someone can be as thin as a supermodel, yet still need a wheelchair because their knees can no longer support them. Many remain fixated on the image of staying young, looking good, slim waist, ideals promoted everywhere, from ads to TV. They forget that at this age, what's precious isn't physique, but the ability to walk steadily, stand unaided, and breathe deeply without tiring. But by overemphasizing looks, they exercise incorrectly, diet excessively, or compare themselves to younger people. And so they trade their joint health, the most vital thing to preserve, to chase an unsuitable image. According to the National Institute on Aging, NIA, the goal of exercise for older adults should be maintaining mobility, preventing falls, and enhancing quality of life, not achieving ideal body stats. Those who exercise for health, not just looks, tend to maintain good habits longer and have more resilient joints. Ethel, 78, from California, once joined a senior weight loss class, adopted a strict diet, and did daily cardio. The result? She lost weight fast, but developed knee pain and had to stop exercising completely. Later, she switched to gentle yoga, ate more balanced meals, and said, "I'm not thinner anymore, but I'm healthier." Conversely, Ken, 80, from Florida, was obsessed with a flat stomach like in his youth. After a nutritionist reminded him, "Now you just need a core strong enough to stand up easily," he changed his view and felt immense relief. If you prioritize appearance over health, your body will gradually decline. You might look trim in the mirror, yet be frail, prone to falls with nagging joint pain. Each time you excessively try to keep your figure, you force your joints to strain, and the price is freedom in daily life. Instead of daily mirror checks, ask yourself, can I stand up easily today? Do I feel light when walking? Choose nutritious food, moderate exercise, and let beauty come from vitality, not curves or numbers. A steady gait is sometimes more beautiful than any physique. Old age isn't for appearance contests. It's a chance to live gently, sustainably, and true to yourself. When you prioritize health above all, you not only preserve your joints, but also your most precious freedom, living each day fully, your way. Some say old age is when everything goes downhill. But I believe it's when we learn to choose what's truly meaningful to hold on to. Slower legs, perhaps, but they know when to pause. A body that tires yet knows how to listen. You don't need to run to prove anything. No need to conform to youthful standards. Just waking up each day, rising slowly, taking steady steps. That's living beautifully, living authentically for yourself. Maybe you can't go as far today as before, but you have the time to pause, to listen. Something younger folks sometimes haven't yet learned. If this video resonated with you, perhaps a twinge in the knee, a moment of comparison with someone younger, why not share a thought in the comments below? Your experience might just help someone else feeling the way you once did. And if you know someone feeling down because their body isn't what it used to be, feel free to share this video with them. To remind them, old age isn't a decline. It's a slow but beautiful bend in the road. May you walk steadily each day, not to keep up with anyone, but to savor your own unique journey.